merong isang tao na napakaaga gusto nang tuparin ang kanyang ambisyon na maging presidente ng Pilipinas. That man who has been salivating to become the next president, and this man is no other than Martin Romualdez.
So dito naman tayo mga kabayan sa politika. Panoorin po natin ang mga sinasabi ni Manny Piñol na pinaabot niya ang matinding babala sa mamamayang Pilipino. Ayon sa kanya, we are a nation of crisis. Sa kanyang pahayag na ito at kanyang binigyang-diin ang 14% na mababang popularidad ng kasalukuyang pangulo na si PBBM.
We are a nation in crisis. Ang popularity rating ng ating presidente is 14%, the lowest by any president in modern times. Merong isang tao na napakaaga gusto nang tuparin ang kanyang ambisyon na maging presidente ng Pilipinas. That man who has been salivating to become the next president, and this man is no other than Martin Romualdez. Hindi pwede yung ayuda, pipiliin lang kung sino bibigyan, kung kapartido bibigyan, kapag hindi partido, hindi bibigyan. That is not governance. My dear people, mga minamahal kong kababayan, I have to give you a national perspective of politics today so that you will understand, ma-translate natin sa ating lokal na politika. We are a nation in crisis. Ang utang natin is 16.3 trillion pesos. Ang popularity rating ng ating presidente is 14%, the lowest by any president in modern times. Divided ang ating bansa. Nag-aaway ang kampo Marcos at kampo Duterte. Why did it come to this? Bakit nangyari ito? Sapagkat merong isang tao na napakaaga gusto nang tuparin ang kanyang ambisyon na maging presidente ng Pilipinas. Ang unang ginawa nila, People's Initiative, they wanted to amend the Constitution so that we will shift from presidential to parliamentary and he can be appointed Prime Minister. Hindi nagtagumpay yun, 26 billion ng gastos. Gumawa sila ng bagong programa, ayuda. Etong mga perang binibigay sa inyo, hindi tutulong sa mahihirap. Ito ay pambili ng boto natin para yung kanilang kandidato sa lokal ngayong eleksyon ay mananalo in preparation for 2028. Hindi pa rin nakontento. They impeached Sara Duterte. Hindi pa rin nakontento. They exiled the former president to The Hague to be tried by a foreign court. My dear friends, all of this have bearing on our local politics. Sapagkat ang totoo niyan, etong mga ayudang tinatanggap ninyo ngayon ay bahagi ng isang matinding plano para bilhin ang mga boto ng ating mga botante so that they will be able to position their local candidates so that in 2028, that man who has been salivating to become the next president could fulfill his dream. And this man is no other than Martin Romualdez. I am not going to gamble the future of my children. I am not going to gamble the future of our province. Kaya nung magdesisyon ako na tumakbo bilang gobernador, gumawa ako ng programa to create an independent, virtual independent province of North Cotobato. Agriculture, productivity, food sufficiency, jobs for our people, health, at lubos sa lahat, scholarship for our children. My dear friends, we will focus on agriculture. There is no other way. Ang palay ngayon, 15. Ang bigas, 60. Hindi pwedeng magpatuloy yan. We have to do something about it. And we have to come up with a program to stop this. By doing improvements in agriculture, we have to go back to the basic. Hydrology study, soil analysis, and then we support our farmers by starting what I call corporate governance. Makikialam na ang provincial government sa pamamagitan ng provincial economic enterprise in buying the palay of your tatay and nanay sa magandang presyo at ibenta natin sa lokal na palengke sa magandang presyo. We will also support our corn farmers by buying their corn at a good price and, of course, selling feeds, supporting our livestock and our poultry programs. We have to go back to the basic issue of sending our children to school for free. We have to go back to the basic service of government to provide health, libreng ospital na ginawa na natin noong akong gobernador ninyo. Meron pa akong 6 seconds.
Bilang tumatakbo sa posisyon na pagka-gobernador, sa pagkakataong ito, ano sa palagay ninyo ang inyong magagawa pa na hindi pa nagagawa ng nakaupo sa kasalukuyan?
My experience as former Agriculture Secretary actually widened my perspective in the field of agriculture. And I will use this to the hilt. Halimbawa, yung problema natin sa disconnect ng presyo ng palay, 15 ang kilo, sa presyo ng bigas, 60, kailangang makorek natin yon. And the only way to do that is for the provincial government to establish an economic enterprise that will participate in the procurement of the palay from the farmers at a good price of maybe 22 pesos per kilo. At ipagigiling natin yan, ibebenta sa bigasan ng mga barangay within our communities at 45 pesos per kilo. Kapag nagawa natin yan, hindi makakapasok ang imported na bigas sa North Cotobato and we will be creating a virtual rice republic that will offer our farmers good price for their produce and our consumers good price for their daily rice supply needs. Ang aking karanasan sa agrikultura has also enriched my perception. Kailangan balikan natin ang agrikultura because there is no other hope for this country. Sa gitna ng kaguluhan sa national level, nagkakagulo sila eh. Hindi natin alam, ma-impeach ba si Sara, makukonvict ba siya, makakabalik ba si President Duterte, mananalo ba si Martin Romualdez as President. All of these things could not be answered today. So to prepare for that uncertain future, we have to build a province that can stand on its own. Kailangan meron tayong sariling supply, processing, and marketing cycle within which we will be able to sell our produce to our own people. Creating a virtual food republic. Wala tayong magagawa. Kailangan nating proteksyonan ang ating probinsya. Kailangan nating proteksyonan ang ating mga magsasaka para magtagumpay tayo.
Thank you so much, Sir Manny Piñol.
As a future governor, how do you foresee Cotabato Province 10 years from now?
With proper guidance, Dr. Baladhay, North Cotabato could be a major agricultural powerhouse. We have the rivers, but we have to protect our denuded upland areas. We have to reforest, we have to regreen, we have to identify our water sources. We also have to conduct a province-wide soil analysis to determine the quality of soil that we have and the fertilization needed to improve our agricultural productivity. This is all part of that futuristic plan of making North Cotabato a future agricultural powerhouse. Imagine this. Kung mataniman natin ng mga kawayan at mga punong kahoy ang matataas na bahagi ng ating lalawigan, we will be able to protect our water sources. When we are able to protect our water sources, we will be able to ensure agriculture because there is no agriculture when there is no water. Food grows where water flows. That is very basic in agriculture. Sa lahat po ng plano natin, nakasalalay sa kung paano natin pangangalagaan ang pinanggagalingan ng ating mga tubig. And we can only do that if we come up with an integrated program to reforest the highlands of our province to ensure that our water sources are protected.
Any follow-up, sir? Wala na po. Okay.
I am satisfied.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Sir Manny.
there are rising cases of HIV and STDs, especially among the youth. So, with the increasing reports of HIV and STDs in the province, what programs will you implement to promote awareness, testing, and treatment at the provincial level?
Before I answer the question on internet connectivity, let me just give you a bigger problem with the youth today. Ang problema natin ngayon, maraming kabataan ang hindi nakakatapos ng kolehiyo dahil sa kahirapan ng ating mga pamilya. Our poverty incidence in the province of North Cotabato is 29%. Ibig sabihin, 29 families out of every 100 live below the poverty threshold of 14,000 pesos a month. Ang ating child malnutrition rate is 33%. Ang ating youth unemployment is staggering. Face off, naiisip ko, mga nasa 80% na mga bagong graduate na mga bata ang walang trabaho. Why is this happening? Because we have not created job opportunities in the province of North Cotabato. Idili magsilbi nga puro scholarship lang and let them lose afterwards. We have to provide jobs for them. We have to develop our agriculture, rise up to the level of agro-industrialization so that in the process, we will add value to our agricultural products and create jobs at the same time. The problem of interconnectivity sa internet is a very simple problem. We can always allocate funds to provide Wi-Fi facilities in every school if that is the desire of our people. Kung kinakailangan maglagay ng Wi-Fi sa bawat eskwelahan, napakamura na ng Wi-Fi ngayon. Napakamura na, pwedeng Starlink.
Okay, time's up na po, Sir Manny Piñol. Maraming salamat po sa pagsagot sa ating katanungan mula sa ating pangalawang panelist. This time, ating pakinggan ang magiging sagot ni Ma'am Emilio Lalatalino Mendoza.
Thank you. I work with the DepEd. Kulang gihapon ang mga school facilities. Kulang ang mga bangko because we have consultation along the way. DepEd prioritized the construction of classroom, the putting up of water tanks for potable water for our children, and the complementation of armchairs in the newly erected classroom. Wi-Fi, we can partner with our LGUs while the province construct the classrooms, provide the armchairs, municipalities, and barangays. Perhaps, sabi nga ni Governor Manny, mura na yun ngayon, 30,000, 60,000. There should be collaboration. Hindi pwedeng probinsya lang lahat. No? And the issue of HIV/AIDS, totoo yan. Masyadong mataas ang insidente nga ron ng HIV. Meron tayong mga teen centers. Kaya every time na meron kaming programa, I have this challenge to our young people. Please do not experiment with love. With love, while you're students, pwede kang magka-HIV, pwede kang mabuntis, hindi ka makapagtapos. Do not experiment with drugs. In drugs, hindi ka makapagtapos at pwede yung needle na gamit mo ay may HIV din. And so we need to protect our youth because they are our future. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Emilio Lalatalino Mendoza.
According to the latest survey and data, North Cotabato is one of the 10 poorest provinces of the Philippines. May we know the reasons and factors related to this? If ever elected or re-elected, what are your strategies and initiatives to stimulate economic growth and job creation in the area to reverse this status?
I am saddened by that report. This is the first time I've heard of that. So we are now one of the 10 poorest provinces in the country. There is only one explanation. Our producers, since we are an agricultural province, yung mga farmers natin are not getting the correct value of their produce. Kung ang bigas ay 60, dapat 30 ang palay. Pero anong nangyayari ngayon? 15 ang palay, 60 ang bigas. So palaging lugi yung ating mga farmers. And the only solution to that is for the provincial government to establish an economic enterprise office, operate as a corporation as authorized by Section 22 of RA 7160. Operate a corporation na siyang bibili ng palay ng ating mga magsasaka, gigiling, so that in the process, itong bigas na to will be sold in the barangays at a lower price while our farmers will be getting 22 pesos for their kilo of palay. Now, in the agro-industrialization aspect, kailangan nating i-complete value chain. Dili pwede nga hangtod sa hangtod, tiglukit na lang o kopras ang atong mga mag-uuma. Kinahanglan i-process nato ang kopras so that mahimong mantika, and in the process we create jobs. When we establish our cattle projects, for example, dairy projects, we will be creating jobs for our agriculture graduates from USM. That's the only way to solve poverty, provide jobs and income opportunities.
Thank you, Sir Manny Piñol. This time, let us hear the answer coming from Ma'am Emelu Lalatalino Mendoza.
Thank you. I wish to get from Ma'am Idina the basis of that report, because the province and the entire region were trying very much to address our situation. And as of 2022, because census will happen every 5 years, the province poverty rate has gone down to 18%. In fact, the province of Cotobato nationwide is number 3 in generation of taxes. If we are poor, I don't think our people will have the confidence to pay our treasury, our LGUs if we don't have money. If we are poor, we will not be number 1 in Region 12 for price production and number 10 in the entire country. Our province is first class, together with the municipality of Midsaya as awardee of the Seal of Good Housekeeping. These are indicators of good management and good governance. But of course, there are challenges. But if you, together, you can help us, you can be part of our dialogue and consultation, we can address gaps in our governance. And with your help, and with the help of the LGUs, we can bring the province forward. After all, we are one Cotabato.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Emelu Lalatalino Mendoza. How can you assure the public that you will handle government funds with honesty and transparency? How can you assure the public that you will handle government funds with honesty and transparency?
Para sa ikabalos ng taga-Cotabato, there was only one cabinet secretary in the official family of President Duterte na nagpa-lifestyle check at nakitang walang tagong yaman. Ako lang yun. I was the only cabinet secretary cleared by the Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission. I am 71 years old. I do not intend to tarnish my name after all of these years in public service. Believe me, I have never been charged with graft and corruption, and I will never be charged with graft and corruption. Pangalawa, ito gusto ko lang banggitin ito. Wala to sa tanong mo. 5 days ago, yung aking isang matalik na kaibigan na taga-Bitsaya, si Sindato Roy de Langalen, pinatay. Maliban dyan, marami pang mga insidente ng patayan na inaagawan ng motor. This is something that hurts me because Sindato de Langalen was my best friend at hindi ko gustong mapatuloy ito. Kung may awa ang Panginoon at magiging gobernador uli ninyo ako, ibabalik natin yung team ng mga pulis noong araw, yung tinatawag nilang black box, yung CRRG, nakasakay sa mga motor, 2 pulis at magpapatrolya sa ating mga highways upang mapigilan natin itong patayan at nakawan ng motor sa Midsayap. These are the issues. This is the issue that we should be confronting. Ito dapat ang isyong pinag-uusapan natin. Maski magtalo tayo sa poverty rate, hindi tayo magkakasundo dyan because everyone will have his own version. Hayaan na natin ang mga tao magsabing, mahirap ako, okay lang ako. But we cannot ignore the fact that we have a problem with criminality, especially in Mid-Sayang.
Maraming salamat, Sir Manny Piñol. This time, let us hear the answers coming from Ma'am Emelu Lala Talino Mendoza. Ma'am, the question is, mari po muna tumahimik. Okay. How can you assure the public that you will handle government funds with honesty and transparency? How can you assure the public that you will handle government funds with honesty and transparency?
Thank you, Vice Governor Efren Piñol. As he mentioned kanina, may magandang working relationship ang sangguniang panlalawigan. There was transparent in the discussion, review of the budget, not only of the province, baski ang mga munisipyo. Ang pagripaso sa mga ordinansa sa nagkalain-laing munisipyo. In fact, sa probinsya, we made some limitations. No continuing appropriations, no realignment. Kinaplastar na tanan para makita jud asa naadto ang budget, unsa ang savings sa budget. And I'm happy to be challenged by Ella Talino Taray to utilize ng sangguniang panlalawigan your oversight power. Yes, you can do that. Every time that your chief executive, even sila mayor, maglagay ng pondo, pwede niyong busisihin. Ilan, saan napunta? Ma-measure nyo ba ang impact nito sa komunidad o sa sektor kung saan ito pwede? These are parameters that will secure your taxes, that will secure the pondo of probinsya. And if you are bisan, kagaya ni Dr. Cruzado, na magiging kongresista, I'd like to be working with you. Kaya malaki ang pondo ng Kapitol o malaki ang surplus dahil si Congresswoman Samantha Santos ay tumutulong. So imbis na ang Kapitolyo ang magpapasimento, sinisimento ng District 3. Kaya nagkakaroon ng savings ang probinsya. But again, peace and order is everybody's business. Hindi katanggap-tanggap ang nangyayari ngayon. Marami ng kagamitan ang pulis at ang ating kansundulahan. Pero kailangan ang kooperasyon ng bawat isa. Hindi lang ni tanod, ni kapitan, kahit na kayo na mga estudyante. You have to tell us, pag adto ka mo kay kapitan sa presinto, magreklamo.
Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Emelu Lala Talino Mendoza. And that ends the final round at maraming salamat sa ating mga kandidato sa pagkagobernador. And this time, bibigyan natin ng huling 90 seconds ang ating mga aspirants para sa kanilang final statement and campaign. To start with, Sir Manny Piñol.
Good governance is all about the future. Para sa inyo, sapagkat hindi na ako magtatagal sa mundong ito. But everything that I will do as your governor will be for the young people of North Cotabato. Yan ang isang pangako ko para sa inyo. Now, I'm happy that si Governor Lala has been mentioning about Mlang Airport, the agro-industrial complex. All of these projects were started when I was governor of North Cotabato, which proves one thing. I have the vision. I have the vision for North Cotabato. I built an airport when nobody believed it was viable. Now she's saying it's going to develop my town. Thank you very much. That's 15 years in the making. 15 years na delayed yung airport na yan. Sana kung natapos yan nung araw, sana lumilipad na ang aeroplano dyan at meron na tayong kakargahan ng ating mga produkto. Ganyan na naman kasimple yan eh. It's all about vision. Hindi pwedeng tsinelas, payong, kalo, sombrero, bisikleta. We cannot govern that way. Walang makikinabang dyan. Hindi pwede yung ayuda. Pipiliin lang kung sino bibigyan. Kung kapartido bibigyan, kapag hindi partido, hindi bibigyan. That is not governance. That is not governance. That is politics. And I am going to give you good governance, and I swear by my father's grave. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Sir Manny Piñol.
So ganun nga mga bayan, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Comment lang kayo sa inyong mga reaksyon. Malapit na ang botohan. Sino po ang ating mga ibaboto? PDP laban o ang Alyansang Bagong Pilipinas? Maging wise po tayo sa botohan mga kabayan. Huwag na natin iboto ang mga luma na taon-taon nang naging senador ay wala pa rin nagagawa sa bansang Pilipinas.